Okay, it's recording now. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning, evening, afternoon. Today we'll be doing a reflection slash evaluation video meeting via Google Meets, and we will start with Kamil and then Nizam and then Nasuha and then Adriana and Christina and Aiman. And yes, Kamil, you may start first. You can explain about your logo, your poster, and your contribution slash thoughts in regards to the storyboard. Okay, Kamil, go. Due to internet problems, Kamil unfortunately need to record his part, but it's okay. We already view his reflection, and this is the recording.
Hi, my name is Kamel Afiq bin Rasid and I'm from Group Ambuyat. The reason I'm doing this video, the reflection video individually because my phone overheated when we signed up to having a Google meeting session. For some reason my phone keep laggy and couldn't get into the meeting. So for this, I'm basically gonna explain about my logo, poster, and the storyboard. So for my logo, it's a very simple one. I want to keep a minimalist style, and there's no any variant colors and that. Just black and white, and just a very pastel color. So I think this is the minimalist is better for me. So for the poster, is also very basic. Insert the food, their traditional food and their traditional attire. So I did not put any extra information in that poster. So for the storyboard, I did not have any contribution in the storyboard because I let my group mates handle that part. So basically we just discuss it about the storyboard and I think that's the minor thing for me to discuss it among us, and that's a lot of thing that I did throughout the session, the video, the poster, logo, and the storyboard. That's all from me, sir. Thank you. I'm sorry because I'm doing this video individually. Thank you, sir.
Okay, now we continue with Nasuha. Okay, you may have the floor, Nasuha, to explain your poster, your logo, and the contribution towards the storyboard. Okay, go.
Okay, hello. My name is Nasha binti Muhammad Nazri, and today I'll be presenting on my reflection. Okay, so starting with the first aspect of the logo, I in the logo I put the picture of Ambuyat in our logo, which inspired me. What inspired me to do the logo is basically our group name itself. Like, I put the picture of Ambuyat in the logo, which is like one of the infamous food in Sabah, Sarawak, and Brunei. And the Ambuyat is actually represent Karazan Dusun because it's one of the famous food in their culture. So I create the logo using Canva by assemble all the icon I can find in the free version. So um, the strength, the strength that I actually think for my logo is the pastel color in the logo. In the logo is actually eye-catching and represent the logo well. And for the weakness, like if someone when it comes to weakness of the logo, if someone who don't know about Ambuyat saw the logo with literally no context, they will get confused. Like when they see the logo, they will misinterpret the logo and its meaning. Okay, so we move forward to the poster. Okay, so the poster, what inspired me to do my poster is basically like as what we can see from the back from my poster logo from my poster background. It's a background of the forest in the poster. Like this show that the environment of Kanazan Dusun people hometown that makes me to create a suitable poster to represent their culture. So like I also use the Canva application to make my poster, and all the pictures that I took and put in the poster are actually taken from Google. And The strength, I believe that the strength of my poster is like it's very informative and it contains with a lot of details that we share together. And for the weakness, the poster, I personally think that my poster is a little bit too cramped. The font used is too dark and small, and it's not really suitable in the box that I use in my poster. Okay, so we're moving on to my storyboard. For my storyboard, my contribution for the storyboard is I basically create the main idea for the story. For the story, I actually inspired to create the storyboard from it's actually from a short video advertisement that I actually watched a long time ago as a child. So it's like one of the one of like long lost core memory. So like from the idea, I decided to put the context of Kadazan Dusun, and then I show like how the story happened, and I fit in all the details of Kadazan Dusun in the story to make it more interesting. So it's like I actually really satisfied with the story that made, and the ideas and the storyline is really easy to understand and fun to read in the storyboard. So basically, like okay, at the end, like what I achieved from this whole assignment is like, to be honest, I am not really a tech savvy. This is like a technology savvy. So like by doing this assignment, basically teach me how to use the basic of using technology. Like it teach me how to use Canva and enhance my creativity. And during this assignment, we also work together in team, and I believe that I also gained the teamwork skill by working together with everyone. And all the skills that I learned, I believe that I'm able to use it all in my future teaching and my future work one day. That's all from me. Thank
I
you.
see. All right. Thank you, Nasihat. We have Adriana. Okay.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Andra binti Ramlan, and today I would like to present the logo and poster of our weekly reflection. So as for the logo, the technology I have used on creating the logo is basically Canva. And the inspiration of my logo is the Karazan Dusun culture, where we selected the Karazan Dusun as our main theme for this project. Next, moving on to the elements involved in my logo, which is the graphics, which I take from the Google, basically the Ambuyat food. And next we have text, which represent the Ambuyat, our group name, and also the PEC700. Next we have the colors. Basically, I have chosen a pastel blue, bluish yellow color, which represents the flag of Sabah and Sarawak. And lastly is the traditional food which I attached, the ambuyat. Next, I also have a strength recognized from making this logo, which is it is actually easier to design the logo since I had an idea of this logo beforehand. And in my point of view, it's actually an eye catching for the viewers or audience of our project. Moving on to the weakness, I don't think so. I recognize any weakness from my logo. Okay, so the next part is the poster. So, as for the poster, the technology used again is the Canva. The inspiration is the Karazan Dusan culture. And moving on for the elements involved, basically, I have attached a lot of graphics the pictures of people from the festival of Menuai, the food, the attire they wearing for the female and male. Next, we do have texts which represents the meaning of the festival Menuai, what is the foods in the culture and so on. I also have chosen colors, few different colors, but in the same theme color, which is the nude or the earth colors, because it might give a very basic tone for the audiences. And lastly, I have also attached the flag of both Sabah and Sarawak, because Karazan Dusun is mixture of Sabah and Sarawak culture. Next, moving on to the strength of my poster. And it's basically able to produce. So during my Canva, when I was creating the poster, the strength that I have actually recognized is I was able to produce new creative ideas during these designing processes, because there was a lot of elements to be included, which was really interesting for the audiences, as well as me. So for the last one is the weakness, for poster making. There was numerous of graphics which related to the theme we chosen, which is the Karazan Duzon Ambuyat, but they were not able to attach, because some of the graphics were not so easier to attach, and also it was not free for us to attach in our poster. Moving on to the storyboard. The storyboard was mainly a point of view of a student, a group of students getting know the culture of Karazan Dusun, and so on and so forth. So for this storyboard, my contribution was just a little bit, where I was giving a few points during the creating of the storyboard, along with Nasuha and also my other fellow teammates. So by giving these points, I was able to get know more about the culture of Karazan Dusun, the uh, traditional food, ambuyat, and so on, so more. And as for the satisfaction of this storyboard, I would say, by the end of this making of storyboard, I was really satisfied, because the story was really interesting for me, and I hope that the audiences, and also the lecturers and my fellow other classmates will really enjoy the stories during our project storyboard video creation later. So, in conclusion, I would like to actually thank my groupmates for always being there, guiding us toward this project, either in a logo or also in the poster creation, as well as the storyboard. And I have learned a lot using this technology based and IT based applications. So, that's all from me. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Adriana. Okay. Now,
Okay.
now is Encik Christina. Okay.
Okay. Good morning, afternoon. Tak adalah. Hi everyone, especially to Sir. My name is Kisna binti Muhammad. So today I would like to explain about my poster and my logo, and also the overall storyboard. So let's start from my logo. So for my logo, I use Canva to create this logo. My objective of this logo is to emphasize the culture of Kadazan Dusun. So I try my best to insert all the information that I have and I know in my logo. And as for the elements, I use a lot of photos and create and very creative frames, I can say. And my weakness for this logo is the color choices that I've made. It's very light and very the font of my logo is can't really be seen because it's too light. But my before that, I my goal is to really make the logo popped out, but I think I failed that. But my my strength for this logo is that I think people can see what I'm trying to portray from my logo, which is to promote Kadazan Dusun culture. So let's move on to my poster. So as for my poster, it's very simple, but I try my best to share all the information that I know. So it's from the traditional fruit festival, male attire and female attire. I insert some of the pictures to show more clear clear view of what I'm trying to explain in my poster. And again, I use Canva to create this poster, and I add a little bit of Sabahan traditional flower to emphasize that I'm trying to talk about this Kadazan Dusun culture. And for my weakness of this for my poster, I think is quite boring. It's not very how do you say it, very something that people want to look at when they after their first glance. So but my strength for this poster is that I think it's informative. I think people can know a lot about Kadazan Dusun from my poster, and for move on to the storyboard. So the storyboard, I don't really. I my contribution is ideas. I contribute my ideas to my fellow members, especially to Nasuha because she's like the master of the storyboard.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I try to give some ideas so that we can create such a creative video and informative video. And as for my conclusion, I am very grateful that I took this subject, because from this subject I've learned a lot from being an expert, not an expert. I mean, I learned a lot about IT from this subject, and also I get to know a lot about Kadazan Dusun since it's like the topic that we chose for this project. And yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you very much, Christina. And now is Inche Aiman. Okay, remember okay, tadi Adriana evaluate Christina, now Christina evaluate Aiman. Alright, okay Aiman, if you ready, just go. You may go now.
Nizam, aku trust kau punya editing skill
Aku akan edit kau baik-baik je.
Aku akan buat sini
Oh,
logo tu keluar.
poster. Okay.
Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone and especially sir. So sorry for the background. I'm still in the holiday mood. So but still I'm gonna present about my part. So first I gonna present about my logo. Baru keluar. So this is my logo. So my idea for my logo is to make it simple and easy to use. So basically, I design a very simple logo just with with the circle with the circle design, and I just put a cartoon picture of a Karazan Duzon people where I just search it in the Google. I mean, of course, I don't have Canva Pro, so so I don't have Canva Pro, so I just use whatever I can use. So this is my logo, but I think the weakness of my logo is I make it too simple that it doesn't get chosen. So moving on to my poster. So for my poster, my poster is more about the traditional food of Kadazan Duzon. And I choose the three most famous food from Kadazan Duzon, which is Hinava, Tunau and Ambuyat, uh, as our group name. For the color choosing, I choose the color based on the Sabah flag, which is blue, navy blue, light blue, white, and red. And I put a little bit of description how to cook or to make the traditional food. As for our storyboard, so our storyboard is I did conduct an idea, but mostly my idea got rejected. But I still happy with the final result of the storyboard, where I like the theme of somewhat we call isekai, suddenly transported into a different place. But yes, so I think that's all from me.
Wow, okay, I thank you. Actually, alalang I will present mine I punya, because nanti I can show it to Kamil. Assalamualaikum and very good morning. My name is Nisan Shrafi bin Ramzan Suri, and for my poster, basically I take the Sabah side, the Sabah region, the contour um for the poster, and then I put two cartoon Kadazan Dusun characters behind it on the second layer and put some borders. The color scheme is of course Sabahan oriented, and the font I use is Roboto Bold. And actually in the background there's a little ambuyat at the background, but minimize it and make it cursive to make it like a border, like something, and then there's an amboya in the middle. The weirdness is too cramped. The weirdness of the poster is too cramped and also overfilled with many stimulation. So it's not a good poster. Next is it's not a good logo. Next is the poster. Uh, uh, Fortunately, my poster have been selected, and yeah, I used earth tone color scheme, and I used two different fonts to differentiate the purpose of each statement. The pictures to stimulate the viewers and so on. Make it simple but make it informative. And next is the storyboards. For the storyboard, my role is to make it into a comic strip based on the ideas that Nasua and Adriana have given. And the color scheme I choose is nature wise. And so far, I use 8 layers to create the comic strip. The background also changed on the second half of the comic strip, and yeah, everything is not in template, is made by scratch from me and by using Canva Premium. Alright, and then yeah, and I think this enhances my skills in IT. I think same goes to my other teammates. So yeah, that's all from me. Okay, nanti I send to Kamil. Alright. Okay guys, thank you. Boom, dah siap. Settle. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all from us. And yeah, this is our weekly reflection. Bye bye. Bye bye, sir. Thank you.